I got to move somewhere else.
Right.
I got to get the hell out of Austin, Texas. I cannot be in Austin, Texas anymore.
Okay.
I can't because there's too many Mexicans here.
Late one night in Austin, police get the kind of call that makes everyone's coffee suddenly taste sour. Someone found a body in a park. When officers arrived, they discovered the victim tucked away in a thick brush of bamboo. The body was decomposing. Because of the multiple gunshot wounds, police determined that this wasn't the winner of a game of hide and seek, but a murder. However, the decomposition of the body was so advanced they couldn't even identify the poor guy. They had a mystery on their hands. So, cops did what they do best. They knocked on doors and asked questions. And boy, did the neighbors have some tea to spill. Neighbor number 1. Oh yeah, I saw Jared Nelson and Salvador Sanchez having a screaming match recently. Jared was big mad about Salvador allegedly stealing his stuff. Haven't seen either of them since, now that you mention it. Neighbor number 2 decided to add some spice to the story. Funny you should ask, officers. A few days ago, I heard multiple gunshots coming from Jared's place at like stupid o'clock in the morning. But I minded my own business because this is Texas and sometimes people just shoot things for fun. Armed with this information, officers performed a welfare check at Jared's residence, and what do you know? From a basic perusal from the window, they saw multiple spent cartridges on the ground, just casually scattered about like incriminating piñata stuffing. The cops took this Blue's Clues level obvious clue to a judge who was probably like, yeah, no kidding, you need a warrant, and signed off on searching the house. Inside the house, police found blood splatter. Someone was shot here. Meanwhile, the medical examiner finally confirmed the victim's identity. The bamboo body was Salvador Sanchez, and he didn't die from natural causes unless bullets to the skull count as natural in Texas, which, to be fair, they might. In any case, this death was ruled a homicide. Blood in the house, bullets on the property, victim identified, suspect identified. Now, the police just gotta find and talk to those who knew Jared Nelson and ferret him out from wherever he's hiding. But that could take weeks or months. A few days later, in a completely unrelated call, police get summoned to deal with a trespasser. They roll up expecting to find some random person causing problems. Instead, they find Jared Nelson, standing on top of a roof like he's auditioning for It and It Follows. And this is when Jared makes a decision that would make any lawyer cry. He looks at the cops and goes, "Oh hey, while you're here by the way, I shot a guy named Diablo on my property last week." The cops, wondering if this is real life or someone spiked their coffee with LSD, managed to coax Jared down from the rooftop and bring him in for a chat.
So tell me about that. How did all of...
Hives and stuff breaking out on me.
Is that just stress?
Yeah.
Yeah, your body will react to this kind of stuff. It's carrying that kind of weight around is huge.
Well, I ain't worried that the shooting the guy is one thing. He had a crowbar. He was coming at me.
Okay.
You know, I said, "Get off my property! Don't come any closer." And you call the law on me, homie? Now you point a pistol at me, homie?
Okay.
Then I pulled the trigger. Okay. And then I was so terrified, so whacked out.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man. I'm gonna have to live with this crap in my mind. And you know, I mean, it's okay because you know what I do. I'll do it again. But I shouldn't have had to do that. They should have arrested that dude that night. They should have arrested him for criminal trespassing or whatever.
Yeah. So tell me exactly what happened that kind of led up to it, because it sounds like y'all kind of have he showed up and had stole some stuff. And
yeah, well, I mean, that's one thing. But, see...
How long have you known him for?
I didn't really know the guy. The guy came over the night before.
Okay.
No, not the night before. The night before. That with this dude James. James rents from the place across the way.
Yeah. Okay.
And but you got two different Jameses. You got the black James right next to me, and then you got the white James over there.
Okay. And he came over with.
He came over with this guy, and they were talking about being hungry, being down there at the bottoms and stuff, this, that, and other.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know what it's like because I first got down there, and even now, so once in a while, there ain't no food, you ain't got no ride or anything, you're gonna get hungry,
Right.
But the next night, I had, after I met him that next night, and during this conversation with him the first time I met him, he said that he was a hitman for somebody, and I kind of just pushed that out of my mind.
Kind of like he's joking, trying to be tough.
Or trying to tough guy or whatever. It's like, man, you gotta make that kind of crap up.
Yeah.
And I brought him a couple sandwiches that next night, and a pickle and some truffles. Just because I thought of somebody being hungry.
Yeah.
And so he came over to the house, and he ended up going with me on my run to get the hardwood floor that I knew where it was at in the dumpster, and I do pretty good on that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And the dude worked for about maybe 3 hours tops. Throughout that, that night, it's been so damn hot, I ain't even working during the day.
Makes sense, yeah.
You know what I mean? About 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
What kind of work was he doing?
It helped me load up the
loading?
Yeah, just real simple crap.
Okay.
And we got back, and then I had stacks of tickets or whatever. So I crash out, and then when I wake back up, this dude's talking about, come outside and get your ass kicked, and hit inside my trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, what the hell's going on? I had no idea what he's talking about. And he walked off, and then I walked out to the road, Conway or Nick sitting there, and I was like, this dude's tripping. I was like, where's he at? And then I looked back in the corner of my eye, this dude's carrying out my generator on his shoulder. Okay. I just got that thing.
Yeah.
And I traded 150 tickets for it.
Sheesh.
But then he made several trips. He got my guitar, he got my amp. And, and then Conway and Nick was like, well, let's just beat his ass. I was like, I don't want to beat his ass. I don't, y'all, I'm just too old for this shit now. I'm not trying to get hit in the face for some shit he's doing. I'm not going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, I'm going to get in trouble for beating him up.
Right, yeah.
And then now I got my shit stolen and I'm in jail for beating him up.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing that either. So I'm calling the law. Call law. That's how that turned out. Okay. And then, I have had that pistol set back for a while, okay? And if I'm sure I hope y'all found it. You know find it?
Mm-mm.
It's underneath that tree. Okay.
What tree is it under?
There's a big old tree back there. It's not,
where the body was, or?
Yeah, it's not too far from the body.
Okay.
I was flipping out, man. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I was, and I still am. Anyway, called they said what they said, and when that happened, I drove him back there. Okay. And here's what the kicker is, and I gotta be careful about this because I'm not trying to snitch on the. Okay. Cedric is the guy that owns the big house across the way.
Okay.
Okay. You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen that big house?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Now, I'm not. Cedric's the one I reckon that he sent him over there because that next morning I called Cedric, and if you look in his phone record, that's who I called.
Okay.
I was like, hey man, you need to come over here and we need to talk about this guy.
Yeah.
Because this guy just stole a bunch of my crap last night.
Okay.
And I'm worried about him coming over here and retaliate.
Yeah.
and I want to get this nipped in the bud before anything stupid happens.
Right, yeah.
When I called him, he answered the phone. He said, "Heard you got raped last night."
Okay.
Well, I said, I kind of feel like it, you know. But you think you'd come over here so we can talk about it? He said, yeah. And I like Cedric. I genuinely like the guy. He's pretty cool. You know, gives me work here and there when I don't have no money. You know, just small stuff. You know, haul jobs and stuff like that. He said, all right, I'll be there in a little bit. And guess who shows up? The dude.
Okay.
You know, and then that happened.
So this was the day following the conversation with the officer?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so after it happened, after I shot him, I'm freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
I grabbed him by the pants and I dragged him back to where I got that big box. And he actually acted like he's getting up, and I just picked up the post and I hit him with the post. Okay, you know what I mean? That's how his head got. Oh God, it just fucks with my head.
Yeah.
So bad, and oh my God.
Yeah.
It's terrible, man. So that's he was done for that. Okay,
Yeah.
then I hear. I think I'm hearing at this point somebody pulling up, which is Cedric's son. Cedric's got a bunch of sons, got the gangster, the gangster mentality, like that, automatic weapons and shit like that, And none of that really, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. It don't matter. It don't matter. The guy was coming at me with a fucking crowbar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I grabbed him and I drug him back there, and I about had a heart attack because it was so hot outside.
Yeah.
Okay, so and then I went back and I got the gun out and I pushed the gun under the tree.
The tree.
Okay. And I know I know everybody's like, well, you should be in your yard, but y'all know good and damn well that I didn't, like meet him out there in the bamboo. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm not lying about that. But I left him. I ran back. I changed my shirt, changed my socks, and I'm laying there. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
This guy's still might shoot you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Where's our buddy at? So I was like, okay. So then I hopped in. I got up because I was in an Airstream trailer. I wasn't in my trailer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I had the bed right there. And my trailer's kind of messy. Anyway, they don't really do this regardless. I ran out and then I ran across the property that's next to me, or James's property. And then I went to the Juan's property, and where there's this chick named Tina that stays there. She wasn't there, and I just opened the door up, and she had a little dog there. So I crawled on the other side of the bed, and like curled up like this, and pretty much went into a state of shock or whatever happens to people when they do something like that. Mm-hmm. And I kept on having these dreams of like there was a window right there, and I kept on having this dream. And when I opened my eyes, that somebody was down there with a pistol like that.
Yeah.
And I kept on moving my head, and I couldn't, and shit, you know what I mean? And I think I laid there for a pretty good while. I mean, like 12, 14 hours, I don't know.
Okay.
I was just terrified.
Yeah.
And so when I got up, I ran over to Fogg's house. The old man Fogg.
Okay.
And at that point is when I realized, where's my fucking phone at? I was like, oh shit, did they get it? Did I leave it on the bed in the Airstream? And I was like, oh no. And I was so dehydrated, and because I was scared to move. I mean, I was really, really. I mean, I'm sitting here thinking about that.
Yeah.
Okay, regardless, you need to know how it's kind of panned out, what I hadn't called y'all, but at the same time, I was thinking, well, then they might need to, feel like they need to put me in the cell for a little while so they can figure out exactly what was going on. Man, I'm just as much a risk in jail for people like that as I am anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, maybe I need to get some of the water. You know what I mean? So I don't have to go through that.
Yeah.
And then this other chick, she's like, no, you just need to call them. But
Who told you that?
this chick named Noel. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, you're probably right. And then my other buddy's like, well, dude, he's like, people like that, he said, they're probably, he said, they're probably looking at it saying, what for Jared? Because that son of a bitch was a piece of shit. And I know he was, so I mean, that makes me feel a little bit better about those situations, because I know that dude has done some fucked up shit to people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know he has. And people like that,
Yeah.
it's, I don't want to think about it. That's not why he got shot. He got shot because he was coming at me. For no reason, mind you, in my yard. You know what I mean? Anyway, so when I figured out my phone wasn't there, I went and found my phone. My phone was inside a girl's trailer, but at that point it had been cut off. Okay.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean? It had been cut off by Cricket because I didn't pay my bill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And well, so the next night I come over and I go to the Quinta.
Okay.
Okay, on 290.
On 290, okay.
Mm-hmm. And I stayed there, and like I'm just going in these intervals of sleep. Like I want to do right now. You know what I mean? I really just like to lay down on the floor and go to sleep.
Yeah.
So I go there and I sleep, and I eat a little bit. I finally eat some ramen noodles and some peas, and drink some Sunkist. It was pretty good. And then I turned on my Wi-Fi, or turn the Wi-Fi on, and I had that Wi-Fi on for about an hour. Okay, so at this point, my friends that was there, they had a caseworker, and they were getting moved to a house, off Slaughter Lane. They said, well, Gary, you can come over there since you obviously don't want to go home, And I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, that'll work. So then I turned the Wi-Fi off, but it was only on for like an hour. Well, whenever I was down there at the parking lot, helping the caseworker and everybody load up the crap inside her van, I see this BMW rolling up. And these two little gangster dudes in it, reaching under the seat, driving back around, speeding up. And I know that, I know what's going on. It's like, they found me. Yeah. And they did. And I didn't know that the technology was like that. I didn't know that the taking people could do that. They could ping my phone because I turned it on with Wi-Fi.
Well, what made you nervous about, police finding you?
Because I'm afraid you're getting population, man. You know how many people were chasing me tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they were telling me, yeah.
Shitload of them. So, I'm like,
yeah,
afraid to walk outside. I wouldn't want y'all to just let me walk outside right now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now. I mean, all that, and what pisses me off about it, everything, is all they had to do is arrest that dude, and he'd be alive right now, and my life wouldn't be in danger.
Let's talk about when, so that happens with the officer comes over, and I know you gave that report and everything. I was able to see that. And then, so that was kind of at nighttime. So then the following morning is kind of when you reached out to Cedric, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And then were you just hanging out on your property by yourself, or was anybody else there whenever he showed up.
Nobody else was there.
Okay.
I think James is probably home.
Okay.
James.
And he lives in the other side, right? Is that yeah? Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's home. I'm not sure.
Okay. So you're on the property, and what are you doing? Where are you at when you're on the property?
I'm sitting in my Dodge pickup back there in the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the white one that's back
The white
there?
one without the motor in it.
Okay, and it's got like the flatbed pretty much, or like the wooden bed. No, okay, I'm thinking of a different one.
Yeah.
Where's the Dodge one?
Dodge is in the back,
Okay.
next to the Airstream.
Okay, yes, I know what you're talking about.
Okay,
Yes.
I was sitting there,
Okay.
and then.
Were you like working on the vehicle or just kind of chilling?
I was just nervous. I was nervous because this guy.
Okay.
And then, I was like.
Did you think he was gonna come back or?
It's 50-50.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know if it's really that stupid to come back.
Had he been talking to you or anything?
I didn't talk to him at all.
Okay.
After all that crap happened, you know, I was
completely just stopped talking. There was no communication.
Yeah. I was hoping it was gonna be Cedric that showed up.
Yeah.
So I mean, at this point, did Cedric, you know, after that happened, did Cedric think that I was out to get him for some reason? Why would I do that?
Yeah. Cedric thought that?
No, I mean, hell, I don't know what
Oh,
he
okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
with that being said,
So you're waiting there, and then he shows up. And I know this is silly, but can you tell me what his name is? You don't know. Did he have like a nickname or
he
anything?
told me to call him Diablo.
Diablo. Okay. Okay. And what did Diablo look like? Can you describe him?
Just a Mexican, kind of half Mexican, half white dude.
Okay. About how tall, how heavy, how any tattoos, facial hair, anything about him?
He had a big tattoo on his back.
Big tattoo on his back. Okay.
His leg.
Okay.
And
How tall do you think he was, give or take?
I don't know, 5'10".
Around. Okay. And then how much do you think he weighed, give or take?
I don't know.
Was he about your size? Was he
No,
bigger?
He's more healthier than me.
Healthier.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Was he like chunky or was he muscular? Was he just average?
a little chunkier than that.
A little chunkier.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So then and you said he had a tattoo on his back. Do you know what the tattoo was or what it was? It like words? Was it a symbol? Was it?
I think it was words, but I don't know
Right.
what it said.
Okay. And you said the day before when everything happened, that was when you first met him, or had you met him prior?
No, I met him not Saturday night. I met him. Was it Friday night?
Okay. So like 2 days before.
Yeah, it was Friday night. It was Thursday night because that's whenever him and James came over.
Thursday. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And is he friends with James? Is that how that connection's?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Whatever. I mean, he ain't been at the bottoms for very long to start off with.
Got it. Okay.
He said he's from Oregon or something.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
so.
Did he just? So y'all are kind of you're thinking he kind of just arrived.
Yeah, he just arrived and didn't
Okay.
have anybody to help him, you know. And when I first got down there,
Yeah, it's rough. Yeah, you don't
nobody
have.
helped him.
There's no help. Yeah.
I mean, like, it's bad, you know, rough, you know. Not knowing where your water at, you know, getting no food.
Yeah.
You know. So I felt sorry for him.
Yeah.
I was kind of that dude, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And then he pays you back that way. Yeah.
Mhm. And then I mean, it sucks because this is why it sucks. Number one, I got that on my memory, you know, on my thoughts, you know, and it's never gonna go away.
Yeah.
Okay, now I can't go back to my house. See, it's very, very evident. Okay,
What do you mean?
the dudes are trying to kill me.
Okay.
Okay, they are trying to kill me.
And you're referring to Cedric, or are you referring to somebody else?
I'm referring to whatever gang that he's a part of. Okay, I don't know.
That this guy Diablo's a part of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Cedric's
Did
a
he
part.
say he was a part of a gang or anything?
Yeah, he said he's part of SETA.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's what he said. But I thought
And BS and yeah.
I don't none of that shit pertains to me. I'm a country boy. We don't give a shit about none of that. I'm not a great mayor. You know what I mean? But it's like I worked really, really hard. I built deer blinds for a living, you know, and sell them, and I reclaim lumber, and I've had the same phone number. I've had the same phone number for over 15 years.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And now I can't have any of that.
Yeah.
I lost it, you know, like everything I worked up for. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, it's screwed now. And now I'm walking outside and I'm worried about my life.
Right. And are you worried because he's connected to the Zetas, so you think because of what happened thereafter, you know? Is that
yeah,
what?
There's going to be after.
Okay.
I got to move somewhere else.
Right. Okay.
I got to get the hell out of Austin, Texas. I cannot be in Austin, Texas anymore.
Okay.
I can't, because there's too many Mexicans here. I mean, I'm not racist at all. That's the main damn thing, you know, main people that I deal with are Mexican folks, because I sell wood.
Yeah.
But this is...
Yeah, you're concerned, for sure.
No, this really, really sucks.
Yeah.
Man.
It's a lot.
I mean, what am I going to do? And like both of my trucks are broken down right now. And both of the motorcycles that I got over there are broken down.
Yeah.
I don't have any transportation. I don't have any money. You know, I can't really go out there and get my material. I'm just saying all this stuff that, like, you know, and it's not, you know, I just wish that they would have arrested him. If they would have arrested him for criminal trespassing or criminal mischief or for
who knows?
whatever,
Yeah.
you know, just, I would have helped them arrest the dude, you know, my life would not be where I would not be sitting here right now, you know what I mean? And oh my God, you know, tonight was...
So I want to go back to, so you got, just so that I'm all clear, so you're sitting there, and then where does he come from? How did he enter the property?
He walked around. He walked behind the truck, around. Was
like
what?
Through the wooden gate side of it, or like more the other side that's a little bit more open?
I don't know. I mean,
not sure. Okay.
Yeah, he came
just
around that side of the truck.
Showed up. Okay. And did he say anything when he walked up?
He said, hey, homie. He said, what do you call it? You call it on me, homie?
Okay.
He said, nice to point a pistol at me? Because I was already had it up. I was like, get out of my yard, dude.
Okay.
You know, and
where did you have the pistol at whenever you were sitting there and you're just hanging out? Where was it initially?
It was in my floorboard.
In the floorboard of your Dodge? Okay, got it. And so then when he walks up, is that when you grab it, or?
Yeah, I mean, I heard him say something as he's walking. I don't know what he said, and then I said, oh shit.
Yeah. Goes,
This stupid son of a bitch. What's he coming on my property for? You know what I mean? For real, you know?
Yeah. So you grab the gun, and tell me, what type of gun is it?
9mm. 9mm. High point.
High point. Okay. Okay. Is it black, silver,
black
combo? Okay. And then, so you point the gun at him, and and then he says, "You're pointing a gun at me." What else does he say?
Well, he just headed at me.
Okay.
He didn't have to say anything.
Yeah.
You know.
And when you say he headed at you, what was he doing? Because I'm not there, so I want to make sure I'm completely clear.
The step, he's raising up the crowbar at me, pretty much. You know,
where did he get the crowbar from? Did he have it when he was
I think it's one of my crowbars.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, where's he gonna get a crowbar at? I got all kinds of crowbars. You know.
Did you see him pick it up, or did he just walk up with it?
I think that he picked it up on my yard sooner, or like that could have been a load of or a part of some of the stuff he stole, you know what I mean, or whatever. You know,
so he starts to approach you, and he's got that crowbar, and you said he started to pick it up, or what was he doing exactly with it?
But yeah, he was raising it.
He was raising
it headed my way, you know what I mean?
Can you show me with your arms, like, how he was raising it? Because I don't want to put any words in your mouth or anything.
Well,
like what?
I'll put it like this. He was far enough away from me that coming up like this,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
raising it to me. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah,
And
he's
so I mean, his arm,
approaching,
his arm was like, you know,
It's yeah.
it was, he was coming my way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
mean, that's he wasn't like this or anything. You know,
Okay.
he was
You just had
he's,
it up a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. So,
And
I
then
mean,
what was he saying while he's approaching you?
That's it.
What was
Well, I mean, that's what he said.
just you're gonna point a gun at me?
Yeah, you called on me, now you're pointing a pistol at me, homie?
Okay.
You know, no, I'm not pointing a pistol at you.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm saying in my head.
Right.
I'm not pointing a pistol at you. You get out of my yard, you know what I'm saying? I'm fixing to use it, and I did.
Okay. And was that the moment that you shot him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how many times did you shoot him?
I have no idea.
Do you think if you had to guess?
I have no idea.
Not sure. Okay.
I mean, I really don't.
Okay. And that's actually pretty normal in high stress situations like that. That's pretty normal.
Pulling the trigger till it didn't shoot anymore.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never shot nobody. I ain't never gonna shoot nobody again.
How many rounds does that gun hold? Is it
It
regular
held
or is it compact?
Yeah, 10.
10?
If it
Okay.
didn't, I know all of them didn't come out of it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It jammed up.
It jammed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know how to mess with him, really, anyway, so.
Okay.
But,
So when it jammed, so as he's approaching, you said you start to shoot and then the gun jams. What happens from there? What do you see?
well, that's when I would start looking and thinking about the situation, and that's when I grabbed him by the ankles, and then I
Was
dragged
he
him.
already on the ground or was he still standing up?
He was on the
He
ground
was on the
there.
ground. How was he laying on the ground? Like, was he
I
on
can't
his
remember.
back, stomach, side?
I really don't remember.
Not sure.
And,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
it,
Was he moving or talking? Okay.
yeah.
What was he saying?
I don't know. He wasn't saying anything.
Okay. But he's still kind of moving a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then that's when you grab his feet?
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you do when you grab his feet?
I dragged him back there to the box.
And you say to the box, where exactly?
To the box.
To the box. Where exactly?
To the box in the back. It's a box. It's a big white.
structure box.
Big
thing?
white box, yeah.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
And so, do you just kind of lay him down for a moment, or what happens from that part?
I take him there, and then I'm like, and then I try to put him in the inside of it.
In the box?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and that didn't work out, so then I drug him over there, and that's that.
And you said you used a post to hit his head? Okay. So when you...
Before I try to put him in the box.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you drag him over to the box.
I drag him over there, and
He's
then
laying there.
I lay him down, and then
Is he still moving, or...?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's acting like he's getting back up, and I freaked out, and I picked up the post, and I hit him in the head.
Did he say anything? Okay, so, and when you say he's acting like he was trying to get up, what was he doing whenever, was he starting to, position himself?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a scary movie, man.
Okay. And then where'd you get the post from?
I still would, I got shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you say post, is it like one of those round pieces of wood, like the posts that go in the ground kind of thing, or is it like?
No, it was like on. It wasn't 8 foot or anything.
Okay.
You know.
Is it one of those kind of shorter ones that you would use for a fence type thing?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay. And then, where's that post at right now?
I don't know. It's probably still laying on.
Okay.
Right
So
there.
you hit him and just put it down, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then.
And then.
And I drove him back there, and then I ran up and I put the gun in front of me to tree, and then I came back, and then, like I said,
Did you do anything to the gun, or did you just lay it on the ground? Did you try to bury it, or do anything
I
additional?
put it in there and something like that.
Kind of covered it up a
Yeah.
little bit. Okay.
And I wish the guy would have kept it with me, because I mean, it's amazing how many people there are in that thing.
When you had dragged him over by the box, and then you try to put him in the box, what made you decide, you know what, I'm going to drag him out to the field? Was there anything in particular?
Just, I don't know. Just it
What
was
were
just
your-
creeping me out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, no, you know, his buddies come by and you know, they're like scouting the place, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All you had to do is open the door and there he is.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I mean, I was just thinking about it though. They already had heard the gunshots, so they were coming over there to shoot me down.
Okay.
Good thing I got out of there.
Yeah.
You know, straight up. I mean, what the
That's
hell?
a pretty long way to drag him, too. That was...
Yeah, I know, but I mean, where else am I going to put him?
Yeah.
Nobody's going to see him, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you go back on that property, that area much? Okay.
Mm-mm.
I'm assuming you just knew that there was some trees and stuff over there. Was that kind of the thought process, or was there something?
No, it's just bamboo right there, you know, there's something there.
Something that kind of, okay. Okay. And the gun, so where he's laying, let me actually, so just to kind of help us understand everything. So just to kind of draw a little picture. So you got, let's say this is all the area where like the sheds and everything is, like your property and stuff, right? And then you've got that opening here.
Mm.
And then can you kind of draw for me where you put him and where you put the gun, just so that we can find it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Definitely helps to be able to kind of put it in perspective, so.
Okay, this is bamboo.
Yes, okay.
Okay, here's the box. Okay.
And it's the one that's like right next to that Airstream that's right
yeah,
here, right?
right here.
Okay.
Dodge is right here.
Got it, okay. And so that's where you were hanging out initially.
That's where I was hanging out.
Okay. And he came up, did he come up from behind or did he walk around
he came
the
up
front?
through the driveway.
Okay. And then so he comes up to where you're at and then you dragged him.
This is, no.
See, this is why I like pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the flatbed right here.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Right. And I'm standing like here.
Okay.
Or probably put it back.
Okay.
There's two trucks. I got the flatbed and the other truck. Is the other truck still there?
I didn't see. I did see the flatbed truck.
Okay. There was another truck right there.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I sold that truck that night.
Okay.
Not that night, but I sold the truck Saturday night.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's probably where he was getting this kick that I had money in my pocket and I was supposed to give him. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna give me $200. You're gonna give me $200." I said, "You only work 3.5 hours, bro." I said, I don't mind giving you like 40 bucks.
Those
But you ain't getting no $200 out of me. You got me jacked up, bro.
Right.
So anyway.
So you said you're standing there, and then he walks up.
He comes walking around right here.
Okay,
like
and then that's where you shoot.
Yeah, that's where it happened at right here.
Okay, and then
whenever he got done, he staggered around this side right here and then fell down.
Okay.
And then I drug him from here over here. Oh wait, not here. Like this to the box.
Okay, to the box.
But it's not really like that. It's just more like.
Where do you think the post is in reference to?
Right there somewhere.
Okay. And then from there,
that was the truth right there.
Okay.
I was about to have a heart attack.
Yeah, that's a good distance.
Yeah, and then there's a big old tree.
Okay.
Just laid down right here.
Like laid down on the ground kind of thing? Okay.
And this is where I remember putting him.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay.
And then right here at the very end.
Of that tree, okay.
Yeah. And then I'm pretty sure took the clip out and I chunked it that way.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that helps me a lot. Yeah. And
That's
that tree that's laying down, because I know there's like that fence. Is it on the side of the fence on your property, or is it on the side that's closer to the body?
Not sure.
Not sure. Okay. No worries. No worries. Hey, thank you. It makes it so much easier. Awesome. Okay, so this is kind of just an area and everything, so it kind of shows where everything's at. So pretty much what you were drawing and stuff is where we're looking at with all that. So.
You want me to kind of point it out?
Yeah, that would be perfect.
Okay. You like the name of our company, Rational Recycling?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, what we got here? It's really, really small.
I know, it's really hard to see, so it looks like it's kind of like this little area. That's probably like the airstream.
Wait. Hello? This is a now photo?
Well, this is Google Maps, so it could be off a little bit, but that's the general property.
Okay, the general.
Yeah.
Okay, can I draw the box right here?
Of course.
Okay, here's the box. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Okay, this is kind of where the bamboo starts.
Okay.
Somewhere over here. So I drug them over here to the bamboo. Like
Okay.
That. Okay, and the tree is like right here.
Right in there. Okay, perfect.
Okay, then that'd be easy to find.
Perfect.
That'd be easy to find.
And
And then there's clips somewhere right there.
Somewhere in there,
I don't know if that
okay.
really matters or not.
No, that helps because it all the little things show like you're being honest and everything. You're coming in here and you're telling me what happened.
Right.
You're being honest about all of it.
They were like looking at me like I was crazy. They're like, when's the last time you did that? And I was like,
just a lot going on more than anything.
yeah, and I was like,
sign and date it. Let's see, it is. Oh, I ran out. I think it's the 14th.
I didn't hold back really, and I was like, well, hold on, let me tell you exactly why things are right. That you know what I'm saying? And I was like, maybe I shouldn't tell you anything.
Right.
I said, you got any water?
Yeah.
He's getting way mad at me.
That's too funny.
I was like, give me some water and I'll tell you what happened. It's pretty funny. What's the
It's September 15th, I think, today.
15th?
I think we started on the 4th. Yes.
Was that the 11th when that happened? September 11th?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
What time during the day do you think all that took place? 10:15 in the morning?
Something like that.
Okay.
Pretty
early, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like.
So you're dragging that that's smack dab in the middle of the heat. That's a long distance.
Well, I mean, at that early in the morning, you know I'm sober too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's not like I'm even going, hey.
Right, yeah.
What do you?
2023, yeah.
2023. Okay.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, that's a
What am I gonna
that's
do?
a long way.
What am I gonna do now?
So afterwards, so you take him out to the field. When you were just doing it because you were nervous, or?
I was doing it because I didn't want his buddies to see the body and shoot me. But I didn't think it really about the fact that they were coming over there to shoot me anyway. You know what I mean? There's no doubt about it. Now when I think about it.
Yeah. And what is and these are all questions that we just have to ask and everything, but what's the reason you didn't call police?
Well, because my phone was cut off at the time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then whenever I ain't got a phone on since. I mean, I was going to go get a phone today, but the cricket store was closed. But the main thing is whenever I was La Quinta, whenever I connected to the Wi-Fi, you know what I'm saying? Then, and I don't have an ID, okay? So, how am I going to get a phone if it's not an ID? How am I going to? It's because they have a thing to where if you start a new line, And like I said, I can't use my line anymore because they can trace that. Well, if I start a new line under my name, they can trace that too because it's under my name.
And
So
you said...
That's why I had gotten the phone, but I mean, I could have called, but at that point I was like starting to question if I should get an attorney or whatever.
All that.
But I mean, ultimately, it's straight across the board enough of what, you know, just how it happened is not that fucking hard to remember how it happened. You know, now this week of sleeping in these different places, and I literally have eaten. I ate Chick-fil-A yesterday, but let me tell you this: before that, I think I ate a muffin or two. I can't stomach anything just because I've been a nervous wreck.
Yeah.
My life is totally fucked now. You know?
Yeah.
And it sucked. My life sucked before that, but I wasn't worried about people trying to kill me.
Right.
You know, I'm a pretty happy-go-lucky guy, and I help people all the time.
Yeah. And you said he knew, so he knows Cedric, or?
Cedric's allowing him to stay on a piece of his property.
Okay.
That's got like a little travel trailer or something on it.
Is Cedric's house the one that's like on top of the hill, kind of, with like a bunch of trucks out front? Oh, it's not? Okay, that was the house I was thinking of.
It's a real big, it's a real big house right across the way. And he
is it?
I don't really want to disclose any more information about that dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could tell you this. If y'all don't protect me or put me somewhere where, just try to help me, put me in a motel room somewhere or something.
Yeah.
But if I don't have no place to go. And they're gonna get me.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do get me, that's who did it. I'm just saying, that's the dude, you know what I mean? Because...
Yeah. Prior to everything that happened with Diablo, were you worried about people following you?
No.
Nothing? Okay.
No. Never. I don't ever pay for insurance or have a registration on my truck. That's the kind of guy I am. Not because I'm trying to buck up the system. I don't have the money, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, I mean...
But no concerns of people trying to kill you or track you down? When
I run to the law, they usually let me go. Because I got a good demeanor with them, and I respect. I respect them. You know what I'm saying? And hey, you know.
Goes a long way. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. You know, the state trooper. No, he wasn't a state trooper. He was freaking game warden.
Oh, okay.
He pulled me over one time. This guy, and he's like asking me about my vehicle and shit.
Yeah. And
he said, well, Jerry, he said, I'm going to go ahead and assume if I give you a ticket, you're probably not going to pay it. And I was like, it's not because I don't want to, he's like, I'm trying to buck the system.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'm just going to let you go. He said, because you got a good demeanor. And I was like, well, that's good. I was like, maybe all the cool people I meet today. He's like, don't rub me in. He's like, don't. No, that's not necessary. I was like, all right, but no, I'm not like paranoid or whatever.
Yeah.
I never carry dope with me, you know.
It's just after this stuff. That makes sense. Okay.
I'm gonna be a nervous wreck, and I should be.
Yeah.
And I can't live in Austin no more.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna live in Austin anymore. What I just went through was the most horrifying, terrifying experience of my life tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I don't know who it was, that dude was that came up, but whenever, I mean, like, my buddy's got his back of his mom's, it's his mom's house. He's got, like, a little shop and stuff behind his house. But I was trying to put this motor on this bike I got, just so I have my way around, right? And I see him walk up to the gate, and I was like, what's this guy? He's just kind of like
Yeah.
jostling around, and he had something wrapped up in his shirt. And then I walked back to the behind her house where his his brother's got this screen all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
And then bam, this guy comes around the side of the house, and it's like, "What you talking about, man? What you talking about? What's up, dog?" And I said,
Diablo, or
no. This is today. This is tonight. This is when the chase started.
Okay.
Yeah, this is when the chase started.
Okay.
And it lasted all night long.
Okay.
All night long. Like, they got people.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of people. Like, they have the front of a house would be covered. Like there'd be and the guys getting that right there. And then on the other block, they're coming my way right here. So I'm going like this, hopping on top of houses, jumping fences, climbing trees.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody, not very, very many men could have got away from this.
Mm-hmm.
Not that many, but I'm tall and lanky, and I can climb trees really good.
Yeah.
And I was afraid for my life.
Yeah, it'll definitely. You said afterwards you went over to, did you say, was it Nicole's house? Or who was it that you went to afterwards and you stayed there for like 12 hours just trying to rest and kind of get away for a little bit?
Yeah, I went to, the first place I went to after the trailer, after being balled up, I went to Fog's house for a little bit.
So whose house?
Fog.
Fog?
Yeah, his phone wasn't on, and I was like, well...
Was he there?
Was he there whenever all that happened?
No, when you, was he there when...
No.
Okay.
No,
it doesn't sound like anybody was there. It was just
he had actually went to the liquor store for me to get me a bottle of liquor.
Okay. And that was when, like, after you had shown up at his house? Or was that before?
Yeah. He had left the Bottoms to go get me a bottle of liquor whenever all that crap happened with
Got it.
Diablo.
Okay.
So he wasn't there.
And then, so when you finished moving the body, that's when you went over to Fog's house?
No. That's when I went and hid in that trailer and balled up for the next...
Yeah, whose trailer was that?
That's Juan's trailer, but Tina stays in it.
Okay.
But she had a little dog in there.
Got it. Was she there?
No, she wasn't there.
Tina's out. Okay. Do you want another water?
Can I please have another water?
Of course. I can definitely get you another one. Give me just a second. I'll go grab you one.
Alright.
Sorry, that took me a minute. Oop. I got you another water. Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
Of course. I had a couple little extra questions that I just wanted to run through just to make sure, because, everything you're telling me, we don't want to put words in your mouth, but it's super, super important to have your side so we can explain what actually took place, if that makes sense. So when he's walking up, so when he comes on your property, you're hanging out over by that truck, and then he walks
By
up.
the time he makes it on my property, I've already left to Dodge, and I'm already up to him.
Are you standing at that point, like facing him? Okay. And so that's when he starts to say, he's got the crowbar in his hand, and he starts saying, "Oh, you called the cops on me. Oh, now you're pointing a gun at me." And you're pointing the gun at him at that point. Tell me what you were feeling, what your thoughts were during that point.
Dumbass.
What else?
That's pretty much it. Just dumbass.
That he was a dumbass?
Yeah.
Okay.
What kind of train of thought makes somebody do something like that?
And when you say for them to do something like that, what?
For him to come back on my property after jacking all the other stuff.
Okay.
I need that. I needed that generator, okay, because that's how I get electricity. That's very important stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My guitar is the only recreation that I have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my survival stuff. And for him to take all that stuff and then have the audacity to come back on there On my property check. Yeah.
What did you think he was going to do when he came back on your property?
I didn't think he was going to. I wasn't sure if he was coming back or not. There's just no telling.
When you saw him, what did you think he was going to do?
He was going to murder me.
Okay. And so, when you say that, what did you see that made you feel that way, or what did you?
Well, his whole persona, just how he was. He had this little smirk on his face, and he had a crowbar in his hand.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just everything about it was just like even James told me, whenever Saturday night, he said, "Man, I ain't never seen nothing like that before, man." He said, "I ain't never seen nobody just take somebody's stuff like that right in front of them and just walk off."
Just so blatantly, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like cold, I was like, "I ain't never seen that either. I don't like it." He said, "I don't like it either." He said, "That's kind of crazy." Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then,
I thought it got me worried. He says it got me worried too.
And when you say it got me worried, what were your thoughts as far
Just
what were you worried
if he was
about?
if he's capable of that,
Capable of
taking stuff like that,
okay.
just because he in his mind, how he's rationalizing anything, you know what I mean, that he could do that, to take my stuff and then
Yeah. So he shows up, he's got that. You said you felt like he was going to murder you. When he was holding okay. And so he's got the crowbar, and then you said he's advancing while he's saying this stuff, holding the crowbar, and then that's when you shoot him.
What?
So when he comes on your property, he's got the crowbar in his hand, and he's coming towards you and saying this stuff, and that's when you shoot him. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. What was his demeanor? Describe the way he was acting, like what you noticed about his face.
I've already told you that. He had a smirk, and he just had a
what about like
kind of a fucking attitude,
okay.
Or like whatever,
okay.
like just gonna boss hog somebody in their own home,
Okay, and then all right, so that's when you shoot him, and then he goes around the edge, or like around the side, and then he collapses at that point. When he collapses, does he fall on anything in particular, or does anything happen?
I don't remember.
Not sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what prompted you at that point to drag him to the box? Like, what was going on in your head exactly?
Like I said, I was started thinking about the Cedric thing and his little gangster buddies.
Okay. And your thoughts were, if they showed up
with him sitting right there, or it would be that much more quicker that they would start pulling their to shoot me.
On you, okay.
With my gun being jammed.
Okay. Was it still jammed whenever you put it next to the tree? Okay. You were able to unjam it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know where the bullets are out there laying somewhere around there.
Okay. So then, once you drag him over to the box and he starts to get back up, what was your thought process and what did you feel at that point?
Terrified.
Okay.
Just terrified, and I just couldn't believe it. And then I was even that more much fucked in the head after I did that. Just I was like, oh great.
Yeah.
God, dude.
And how many times did you hit him with that post?
I believe I hit him one time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If I believe I hit him one time.
If he had gotten up, what do you think he would have done?
There's no telling. He would have murdered me if he could have.
Okay.
It could have.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I doubt he, I doubt he was even remotely, not, in hindsight, remotely capable of hurting me after getting shot. You know what I'm saying? But to me, then.
Yeah, at the moment, yeah.
I don't
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Okay.
And now I'm freaking out on my friend Camille and Mark, and I don't know if they're okay.
And Camille, was that the one that you went to? So you went to Tina's house, and then Fogg's house, and then it was Camille's house?
I hadn't mentioned Camille at all yet.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Camille's just my ex-girlfriend. She's my friend.
Okay. Does she live over there also? Is that why you're worried about her?
Yeah, she used to. I mean, she's been staying in my friend's house. He's got an apartment.
The one in Slaughter? Like area?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's a different friend.
Okay.
I'm just concerned about her. Because they know that she's my friend.
Okay.
She's got a boyfriend and stuff. He does not like that. But,
right. But still,
I'm concerned.
yeah.
I'm concerned about both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, for real.
Yeah.
And they probably thinking I'm dead.
Okay.
They're probably. I ain't been able to call them.
Yeah. Okay.
It's pretty important. I need to call them. But I ain't had no way. I don't remember her number. No, I had her on Facebook or somewhere. I don't ever called her anyway.
What's your phone number?
Mine?
Yeah.
My old number, you mean?
I guess the one that you've had for 15 years. That.
Get it?
I like it.
That's the only reason people remember it has to come.
And you said that was through Cricket?
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't pay your bill. When did it turn off exactly?
Sometime between the time of me calling Cedric and whenever I crawled out of that.
So Cedric was your very last call. Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
That turned out, pretty good for the whole your end of it, looking at it going, huh. Okay.
Right.
That and then you call Cricket and say, yeah, it was,
Yeah. Where's your phone at currently?
I took it into a porta potty.
Okay. Where is that porta potty?
That porta potty is directly right there at the Holiday Inn off of I-35. In front of the Holiday Inn. It's on the it's on I-35. It's not right next to the Holiday Inn.
Do you know what the closest main street is? Are you talking about one that's
I-35, and you know where the Ford place is across the street?
Down south, kind of, or more?
No. 183, or like close to
St. John's
183.
area,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a Holiday Inn. Yeah.
Okay.
It's still there, I bet, unless they dumped it.
Probably.
Hey. I'll go get that pistol, but I ain't gonna go get that phone.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to go digging into that. Yep. Got it. Awesome, thank you. Perfect. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's whew.
Yeah, that would definitely not be smelling too good. So I wanted to show you 2 pictures of somebody, and I want you to say whether or not it's Diablo or not, just so that we can 100% say, okay, this is the person you're referring to, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So let's see. You recognize that person, and if it's not, that's totally fine.
That's him.
That's him? Okay. What about this person? Okay. Okay. And on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being absolutely 100% positive that's him in both these pictures, what would you say?
100% positive.
100% positive. Okay. Okay. How many times would you say you've seen him, just out and about? Was he kind of lingering around quite a bit before? I know it wasn't for very many days, but...
Yeah, he's not there for a week.
Okay.
The only time I ever seen him out and about was just that day that I took him a sandwich. And he's moping down the road with a jug of water.
Okay.
And that's whenever, I was thinking, I can go to bed and do a sandwich, you know.
You have been super cooperative and helpful, and part of what we do in these investigations, just as a general thing, if anybody that would have contact with a body, is we request DNA. So with that, this DNA would be specific to this case. It's not like we're sitting there comparing it to anything else. It's just for this. So are you okay if we collect your DNA?
Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome.
I collected it anyway when I went to prison years and years and years ago.
Oh, okay, so you'd probably be, yeah. And again, this is like strictly just like, we know you had contact with him, so this is to be like, yeah, he's being completely honest and open with us. It
Right,
just helps.
absolutely. Yeah, I had no problem whatsoever.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to read you something really quick. And I'll put your name here. Jared, and what should I spell?
You know, that freaks me out. You know what freaks me out big time? It's like I stayed over at my buddy's last night, and I slept outside. Like we went and got plywood, and so I could try to sell something, but I couldn't sell it. He couldn't have a phone.
Yeah.
And he was BSing about trying to put it on his Facebook, and we never got to sell anything. So we leaned up against his house or whatever. And I like made a little tin out of it, and you know, and that's when it stormed real bad. It stormed real bad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was lightning, and he came. It sounded like a gunshot, and he came out there, and he said, "Hey, you all right?"
Yeah.
Right. But after seeing how these people were tonight, if they would have known where I was at, I'd be out of there right now.
Yeah.
I'd be gone.
Here, I'm going to read this to you real quick just so that you understand this. So it says, I, and then Jared Nelson, your name, being of lawful age and have been informed by Detective Connor, which is me, an officer with the Austin Police Department, Austin, Texas, that I have the right to refuse to provide a sample of my blood, saliva, hair, semen, or for examination and analysis, and also that I have the right to refuse to give him or her or any person consent to make such an examination and analysis. Do you hereby freely and voluntarily consent and do authorize the following samples to be taken from my person? And all it is like a swab of your cheek and everything, the saliva. I am aware that the purpose of the samples being taken from me is to submit the sample to a qualified laboratory for analysis and possible comparison. I give consent of my own free will and accord without being subjected to threats, promises, compulsion, or unlawful influence. I know that the examination results obtained from the blood, saliva, hair, and or semen it may be used against me and or others in a criminal prosecution proceeding. Do you understand all that?
Sure.
Alright, so you'll just sign and then print your name. Awesome. Perfect. And I ran out of here without my gloves, so let me go step out and just grab gloves really quick. So I will be back in like 2 seconds for that. We'll knock that out and we'll get you out of here, okay? King paper, 1 sec. Yeah. Now that I have what I need.
The swab.
Yeah, and this doesn't hurt or anything like that. I'll just swab your cheek, and that's it. It's pretty easy.
I mean, can y'all put me in a motel room?
I don't think we can do a motel room. Here, we'll talk about that stuff in just a second.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, you know. That's where I'm supposed to go.
Alright, open up real quick. Alright. Do on the side for a second. And then I'm going to bring it up and around. And then on that side again. And then right around front. And that is it. Alright.
Needless to say, I'm never going back to that friend's house where the first little attack happened.
Yeah. So, tonight, it sounds like, and I need to go chat with the officers real quick, but my understanding, and I'll double check on this, it sounds like you might be under arrest for the CTN portion tonight, but you're not going to jail for, like, murder or anything like that. Like, obviously, we have to staff all that stuff, and having your side of the story is huge because then we can use that to show them, okay, this is what happened. He's being, this guy showed up on his property and came at him and he felt threatened.
Right, and I called the law the night before. I was like, hey, yo, help me with this, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm totally fine with that. If I could lay down and
get some sleep, probably.
Without having to worry about somebody hurting me.
Yeah. It sounds like that's what you need right now.
Giant sack.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would love it.
Okay.
I'm serious.
No problem. Well, let me go check in with them. That's probably the game plan for right now.
Okay.
So we'll follow up with you about everything on this end. Obviously, like I said, we have to staff it and kind of see what the ADAs want to do with it and everything. But
right.
From what you're saying, I mean, everything sounds like, he showed up on your property and then
he came back.
Being threatened. Yeah. So.
I mean, yeah, the sooner the better, but I don't think I'm going to be, like, beating on the door anytime real quick.
Yeah.
Because I probably got a couple of days of sleep.
Yeah, I know. It sounds like you desperately need that.
Get some food. I mean, anytime is so good.
Do you have any questions about anything or anything that we've discussed? Is there anything that we haven't talked about today that you think would be helpful for me to know in this case?
If I think of anything, I'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll give
if I think there's anything, y'all be like, well, what,
Yeah.
I'll be like, yo, hold on.
Yeah.
But I'm fairly certain that we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Awesome. All right. Well, it looks like you still got a little bit of water.
I got a little bit of water. Yeah, I'm just cold. And seeing that picture of him just kind of.
It's hard. Yeah. Well,
I'll probably I'm gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah. Well, and there's the counselors that are in jail too. Talk to them about everything because it's a lot to process and stuff. You've been through a lot, so.
Just tell them when it comes time to let me out, y'all just don't push me out there like that. You're gonna give me a ride somewhere. I gotta call somebody, and I don't know who. I don't know how I'm gonna call them. Yeah. I gotta have some place to go so I can collect some kind of thoughts so I can get in touch with my friend. He lives in San Angelo. I go to San Angelo, or something like that. He's already and he's married to a doctor.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, they
you good? Yeah.
They would be happy to have me. You know what I mean? I don't even care about any of my trucks or anything right now. I just don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to die.
And I know I think you told me, when you got rid of your cell phone, what day was that? Or how long ago? Was that like last night, day before, a couple days ago?
The day before yesterday.
Day before yesterday? Okay, cool. All right.
Because I was just like thinking about, somebody was talking about the possibility of, or how the technology has gotten better and how these gangster dudes are hiring these nerds. These people are doing good with the phone thing and being able to find me, But at that point right there, I mean, I had no idea how.
What they're capable of.
How they're capable of, and how many there are, and how terrifying they are. They're terrifying. I mean, just don't put me in population with anybody. Just stick me in the cell by myself.
We'll see what we can do.
I appreciate it.
Hang in there for just a sec, okay?
Hey, man. Alright, so you're going to end up going to jail for criminal trespass, okay? So, go ahead and stand up for me. I'm just going to cuff you back up, and then we'll get down to the jail, okay?
Good, but you're going to make sure you put me in the cell by myself, right?
Yeah, I'm sure that they will. I don't know. That's up to them. But
Well, I mean, no, you can't put me in the cell with somebody else.
I don't think
not after the
criminal
case.
trespass doesn't really work. Like, I don't think you're gonna be in there for crazy long, anyways, man. So you probably get a cell by yourself, and then you'll probably get out.
Okay.
All right, just turn around. Thank you, sir.
Granted, I was criminal trespass. I wasn't criminal trespass, but I was trespassing. You know what I'm saying?
You were trespassing.
I was asking, I was really asking for help, but I didn't. Like the owner, I was like, do you live here, or are you one of the people trying to kill me? he thought I was fucking out of my mind.
I gotcha. Is this your water?
Yes, sir.
Jared was initially charged with tampering or fabricating physical evidence with the intent to impair a human corpse. Legal speak for, you can't just hide bodies in bamboo, bro. He was also charged with first-degree murder, but then the murder charge was dismissed. The public rooftop confession, the blood in the house, the spent shell casings, and the victim decomposing in bamboo. Yet somehow, Jared was only sentenced for the corpse tampering charge. He got 4 years in prison. That's less time than people get for tax evasion. Salvador Sanchez is dead. Jared admitted to shooting him, and yet somehow the legal system said, best we can do is get you on the body hiding technicality. Somewhere, Salvador's family is wondering how you can confess to murder from a rooftop in broad daylight and still technically get away with it. It must be a Texas thing. The lesson here, I honestly don't even know. Maybe the lesson is that the justice system works in mysterious ways that would make a magic 8-ball look consistent. In any case, remember to like and subscribe.